chemical properties. When we are talking about the chemical properties of matter, they are the characteristics of matter associated with chemical changes or reaction in which new substances are formed. To put this into summary, when it is a chemical property, a new substance has to be formed. That is, there has to be some rearrangement. A chemical change has to occur. Something we necessarily might not see. Something that is not happening on a physical level. An example is burning of wood. If you burn down a wood, you are going to form new substances. You started with a wood, you burn it down, a reaction occur. That is chemical change, it occur. That reaction is combustion reaction. The reaction of that wood with oxygen. So you started with a wood. You are going to be left with new substances like ashes and some gases like CO2. Now, another example is rusting of iron. When an iron is new, it has a metallic luster, shiny and nice to see. But if you leave it outside and you allow it to undergo some chemical changes, so it is going to be oxidized. That is, it is going to be reacting with oxygen, and then it will form this brownish iron rust that you don't really like again. So that's an example of chemical property, because a new substance called iron rust has been formed. Now, fermentation. Fermentation, like when you have your flour and then you add yeast to it for it to ferment. So your flour and water is going to undergo some reaction to form the dough, a swelled up flour, which differs to the flour that you started with in taste and everything. So you have formed a new substance entirely. Now, a rotten leaf, a fresh green leaf, when it's rotten, it becomes a new substance entirely. So also, when your food goes bad, the taste and everything about it just changes. It becomes a new substance entirely. Decay of substances. When a substance decay, something that was fresh, if this orange should decay now, it is not going to look like this. It will have a very deep brown and some black color, and you will not like to see it. So it will become an entirely different object. Electroplating. If you have ever seen a golden spoon, so most of them are not actually golden spoon, but a spoon that has been covered with a layer of gold. So covering things like that with a layer of gold, a layer of silver, maybe to beautify it or to prevent it from rusting. Maybe the original material of that particular substance is iron, and you don't want that iron to rust, so you cover it with another material. So things like that, chemical changes are occurring, and then you are forming new substance. So those are chemical properties.